Hello everybody, Nathaniel here with an unboxing and review of the Thermoworks Dash, one of their newest thermometers, along with comparisons of my old Thermoworks thermometer. So here's the box that it came in, got their logo all over, very happy with the packaging, shipped out very nice, no problem. Now that we've gone ahead and cut that open and opened up inside, first things you're going to see is the little invoice. Gonna go ahead and move that aside. Next we've got the product and thermal tip guidebook. It's pretty great if you want to know what temperatures to aim for when you're cooking any kind of food such as poultry, pork, and beef. Also, just as you flip through, you'll find various types of products that they sell, such as other pocket thermometers. They've got some timers there, smoke thermometers as well. Also, they got the little dot leave-in probe, which is actually really handy. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the quality of the book. It's pretty hefty, got great print quality, it's full color. There you can see the Thermopen Mark IV right there, a bunch of different colors. I'll certainly be referencing in the future when I'm trying out any kind of new recipes. And last but not least, they also just tossed in some jelly beans for the hell of it. Why not? So I'll definitely be eating those later. After shuffling around with the rest of the brown paper, we finally get to the dash unit itself. It's a pretty decent little box. I've decided to get myself one in red because that's my favorite color and everything. I've gone ahead and cut open the top of the box right there to get inside. And once you slide it out, you're gonna see a few more papers inside. I'll go ahead and try to fish those out. One of the first ones you're gonna see is a certificate of calibration. Now, this is actually a really big selling point for this thermometer. There are very few, if any, thermometers at this price point of about 40 bucks US that actually comes with its own certificate of calibration. So that lets you know it's been tested at various temperatures, such as the freezing and boiling point of water. So you can see exactly how accurate it's gonna be as you're using it. And it's gonna be really nice compared to some kind of run-of-the-mill $10, $20 thermometer you may get online or from Walmart or any other kind of off-brand store. Next piece of paper coming up is gonna be the operating instructions. Right there, you'll see for the Dash or the Dash Mini, same instructions. On the back, you also got the temperatures again if you want to just a quick guide for food temps. Feel free to pause at any point to get a better view of the instructions or the temperature guides. As we go ahead and pull the unit out of the packaging, here you can also see the battery and the lanyard. And that lanyard is pretty long. It's definitely gonna fit around a lot of necks, a lot of big heads, so you've been warned. Now with actual lanyard, you can tie it onto either side, so either on the unit itself or on the little probe cover. And let's go ahead and tie this into a little knot here. And there we go. Now, I won't use it as much, but I know chefs can definitely appreciate it when they're using it in their kitchens. From there, we'll go ahead and slip off that little probe cover, and you can see the probe itself. It's very, very nice. It's got a nice length to it. That little button right there, you can just press to power the unit on or off, or if it's on, just press the button again for the little backlight. Now here's the comparison shot of my first Thermoworks thermometer, the RT600C-N. It's pretty much for the exact same use, having a thermometer to check for the temps of your food. But if we take a look at the units themselves, first thing that'll pop out is the much bigger screen. So now it's gonna be much easier to read the temperatures at a glance. That was one thing that really bothered me with the original unit, was how little that screen was. You had to get really up close, hope lighting was good to know what the temperature of your food was. Next, to get started, we'll go ahead and install the battery in the back. Just use that included battery, which is great. I don't have to go out and look for that size. Just need one little Phillips head screwdriver, take that off, put the battery in, and once you're all finished with that, go ahead and get that little tab underneath and screw it back down. It's pretty much as simple as that. And of course, the best part of any unboxing, or at least my favorite, I would say, is taking off that plastic cover. And you can see right there, the unit is on. It's giving me the current temperature, and that just happens to be the temperature of my room. And if you push that little button right there, it'll turn on the backlight, great for any kind of dark environments, or if you're maybe barbecuing at night. and then just give it another push and it'll turn it off. Now, if you want to go from Fahrenheit to Celsius, just push that little button on the back, and you can see right there it goes from 85 Fahrenheit to 29 Celsius. So whichever one you prefer, you can definitely do it on here, and visibility is still great. Once you finish measuring everything and you're done using the dash, go ahead and press and hold the button for 3 seconds and it'll turn it off completely. But you know, if you happen to forget and put it down somewhere and don't get back to it, it will automatically turn off after 10 minutes of inactivity. So it's got some features in there for some nice battery saving. One very cool feature of the dash is the display rotates 180 degrees, so no matter which way you're holding it, be it left-handed or right-handed, it'll change for the correct orientation. Now, it's no Thermometer Mark IV, which can rotate every 90 degrees to give you kind of a 4-way display, but compared to my first thermometer, which couldn't rotate at all, 180 degrees is amazing. Next, we're over here at the fridge, and I want to demonstrate the power of the magnets that's on the back, and you'll be able to see them right there. That's just the 2 little silver circles. Now, once it's close to the fridge, it'll grab on and it's gonna stay on. I've got no fears of it falling off, you know, not like a weak little fridge magnet that's holding on to 2 sheets of paper. Now, one quick feature with the lanyard I just noticed here is you get a little quick disconnect. So if you want to remove the thermometer without constantly undoing the lanyard's knot, you've got that little piece right there, which is gonna let you keep the loop around your neck and use the thermometer as you need and just reconnect it once you're done. This next shot is yours truly with it around my neck. It does hang pretty low. It actually goes all the way down to one's stomach. So, you know, there's no way to adjust it to make it any higher. I kind of wish it would do it in some way so it's not so low. On to some calibration. Now, I know earlier we had seen the calibration certificate that shows the unit is calibrated, and I definitely trust them, but for those of you at home who want to see some confirmation with your own eyes, I got you. So here you can see the pot of boiling water, and right there it's giving me that 212. And there'll always be some tiny variance as you move the thermometer around in the water, but it's just as accurate as stated. Here is, you know, thermometer number 1, and it's actually broken. The display will only show a bunch of L's, which means I've exposed it to temperatures lower than freezing temps, though I don't have anything that's colder than ice, so kind of regrettable. But as you can see, the visibility just isn't there, not like it is with the dash. Bright, clear, and easy to see at a glance. Then we've got the ice water test. You may notice I'm only using a big whiskey ice cube rather than a cup full of water filled with ice. That's the recommended way, but once I stir the water around just to get a better mix, it is getting me right there at 32 Fahrenheit, so the calibration is living up to its name. Lastly, I just want to show it off in a real world setting. So I've got a chicken leg quarter that's about to finish up in my Breville Smart Oven, which I'll be doing a review of shortly. So far, great oven. But I'm gonna pull it out and give it a few minutes to rest. I don't want to take its temp too soon and have all the juices come out. It's now been resting for a few minutes, so I'm gonna turn on the thermometer. There you can see my room temperature. And I'm gonna insert it into various parts of the quarter, such as the deepest part of the thigh, as well as the leg itself. So you see it go in, and it's right on the mark there at 195 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, just for you to know, you don't have to take its temperature this many times, poke and prod it. I'm just doing this just for show. Once you get it yourself, just take one temperature and you're good. Showing off the 180 degrees of rotation, and it's just as visible, left or right-handed. So overall, I'm very happy with this thermometer, the Thermoworks Dash. I know it's going to be very useful, and now, you know, I can check on temperatures for my frying oil. So with that higher temperature range that it has, I can, you know, check 350, 450. It's not going to be a problem. So if you got any questions, feel free to leave them below, and definitely want to thank you all for watching. Take care.